רק לוין, הפרשן המקורב ביותר לנשיא האמריקני, בראיון מיוחד לשליחתנו ליבי אלון, רגע לפני הפסגה בין טראמפ לנתניהו, מה יעלה בגורלה של איראן ומה המסר שלו לחמינאי. הנה הכתבה.
Mark, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for this interview. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Likewise. Appreciate it.
Thank you. So let's start with one of the hottest issues on the agenda right now, Iran. First of all, tell me, what do you think will happen?
Well, I'll give you my 2 cents worth. That's about what it's worth. I don't think we're putting about a third of our Navy in and around the Middle East just for leverage. That's my guess. There's a couple things going on here, I believe. First of all, I believe the Islamo-Nazi regime in Tehran will do its very best to slow walk in the negotiations and to resist doing what the president is telling him he wants done. And so they may walk into a trap. I also think the president is no fan of this regime. He is very good at hiding the ball, very good at sending mixed signals, which confuses both enemies and allies alike, although I don't think he's confusing at all the messaging and the discussions with the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu. I'm sure they're on the same page. So my guess is we are organizing now for a major attack, hopefully for regime change, because that's the only thing that's going to work. I think if they would accede to all his demands, maybe they'd get a deal, but they're not capable of it, and they won't do it because they exist to kill. They exist to conquer. That any country that is willing to murder over 50,000 of its own people, and I believe Khomeini would kill 1 million of his own people if he had to, would think nothing of sending a nuclear missile to New York or Washington or Philadelphia, the east coast of the United States. This regime must be destroyed, starting with Khomeini and working our way down. That's my belief.
Do you think it's a realistic option for President Trump to take down the Iranian regime?
First of all, I think for the United States and the West and for Israel, it has to be taken down. There is no other realistic option. See, my view is this. If this generation, if we as Americans don't take out this regime, what's going to happen? We're going to leave it to our kids and our grandkids to do it because they're going to have to. Somebody's going to have to. And then they may have 10,000, 20,000 ballistic missiles. Maybe they'll have 10,000 ballistic missiles that can reach the United States and Europe.
How unusual do you think Prime Minister Netanyahu's sudden last-minute visit to the Washington, D.C. is?
Look, I think you've got an extraordinary leader in Benjamin Netanyahu, and I think we have an extraordinary leader in Donald Trump. So I think it's very, very wise to have this meeting, and obviously both of those men do too.
Do you think the goal of the visit is to coordinate positions ahead of a possible strike or to align on key points Netanyahu wants to push in negotiations?
I'm guessing both. I really have to believe and do believe he'll do the right thing. I feel the same way with Bibi Netanyahu, who has brought Israel through really its most tumultuous time, incredibly so, and has won multiple wars on multiple fronts. And this is the next challenge. And look, from my perspective in the United States, this is our opportunity. You don't get two opportunities. They're on their back. The people have risen. This is a regime that's hated by its people, that is slaughtering its people. This is a regime that has been effectively defeated on the battlefield. That doesn't mean it's going to be easy. They do have these damn missiles, but they're going to have a whole lot more, and we ought not be breathing life back into this administration. Donald Trump loves Israel, and he loves the Israeli people, and he is very close to Netanyahu, despite all the propaganda in the media. And they work very closely together, which is why he's provided arms for sale, which is why we're working so closely on intelligence and on military innovations, I would say more than ever before.
I want to challenge you. What message would you like to send to Khamenei?
We're coming to get you. Your days are numbered. You better dig a very, very deep hole, and you better stay there like the cockroach that you are. But we're coming to get you. I really believe that. Thank
Mark
you.
Levin, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Really appreciate it.
You too. I love your channel. You too.